Hey there, it's Ravit Rose, the founder of the Divorce by Rose community app. I am super pleased to present you Menachem Bernfeld, who is our emotional resilience coach here on Divorce by Rose app. And he has created this amazing course called Find Yourself in the Midst of Chaos. Now, I got divorced about 10 years ago, and I thought I understood myself. I was this super confident, outgoing, bubbly kind of person before. But within time, throughout the first few years of my separation and divorce, I totally lost myself. I had no idea who I was anymore. I was struggling to survive minute by minute, day by day, and praying that I'd make it to the end of the week. It was so overwhelmingly chaotic that I really lost my self of identity, and I lost everything that I knew about myself, and I had to recreate myself from scratch, which was not easy to do while I was getting a divorce and while I was dealing with the chaos and taking care of 2 young children and trying to figure out myself. But one thing I realized many years later into my divorce, after I started doing a lot of self-development and a lot of looking at myself and understanding, who I am and what am I all about and why is all this happening, that I started to realize that I lost myself, and that's why I couldn't even understand who I was anymore. And the most important thing is that when you're going through a major life transition like this, and especially through divorce, where you're going through this constant roller coaster ride and you don't know where you're going, you don't know where you're at, you don't know where your future is holding, and you're walking into this unknown territory, the most important thing that's going to keep you solid and grounded is if you actually understand yourself. And it's the craziest thing because we don't think that. We think our divorce is about money, about kids and child support and all that. It's not. It starts off, the success of your divorce will always start off and end off with you. And the first thing you need to do is understand yourself. So if this resonates with you, please take a few minutes and listen to Menachem's amazing video that is coming up right now. He's going to open some thoughts in your mind and get you thinking a little bit outside of the box, and that's what you might be needing right now. And then at the end, we're going to show you how you could have access to Menachem's course and how you could have more information on this amazing, life-changing experience. I hope to see you guys inside. Until the next time we speak, I wish you a day that matters.
Do you feel overwhelmed, stressed, full of anger, looking for the answer, trying to figure out how and what to do when going through all of these challenges? Searching and searching for that one answer. Maybe you'll find that one thing, that process, that course that will help you in your situation. You might be contemplating divorce, or in the process of getting divorced, or it could be many years divorced now, and there is so much going on, so much emotions taking over. You feel overwhelmed, full of stress, and you feel like you'll do anything just to get out of this situation, just so that you can leave everything behind and you can start fresh. And you might not believe there is a possibility. You might be asking yourself these questions. Will anything change? Is this what my life will be like? I can't see any way out of this. Going through a divorce is like having a real loss in your life. And you need to go through those 5 steps of the grief process, which is davda, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and then acceptance. And you might be in all of them at once, not knowing what's going on. And there's a lot of overwhelm when you don't know how to process what's going on and what happened. On the outside, you might be putting up a facade as if everything is okay and you're taking care of those who need you, doing the steps of what you need to do. But when you come home, when everything quiets down, when you're done with social media, which some people can use as an escape, done talking to the people that give you the support, which is good, and it's late at night. It's time to go to sleep. And that's when slowly these feelings come creeping in. It can be depression, anger, sadness, or just the feeling of loneliness while going through this process, and the thoughts that you have make you feel the way you feel. And what do you do then? And you have these questions. How can I get out of this? Is it ever possible to get out of this? Is this what my life will look like from now on? And you have no hope, and you don't see any light at the end of this tunnel. So first, what I want to tell you is, just by being on this platform, Divorced by Rose, to be able to get together with other people with different experiences, because every story is an individual story, but it's like-minded people are going through similar experience, so you can connect. You can still stay anonymous. No one needs to know who you are. You come onto this platform, these resources, these ideas that you can use and be proactive, so that you don't have to learn on your own skin. You can learn it from others that have gone through the process and can tell you now what to do and what not to do. And in my course, we will explore, number one, getting divorced by Jewish law, to understand if and how it works, the divorce process with Jewish law. And then we're going together on this journey of self-actualization to figure out what's going on inside of us, to see what's making us feel the way we feel, our thoughts, and how to quiet it down, to be in control. Basically, after everything is said and done with, after all the support that you do have, and when you get to that place of quiet, it could feel like darkness, no hope. And that's when you need yourself the most, to be able to hold your own hands, to be that best friend, your best friend, so that you're always there when you need that friend. And the truth is, you are the only one who knows how you feel. Even if you've been talking to other people, sometimes you have that feeling that they just don't understand, they don't get it. It's good to get the support that you have and talk to other people, but when you come home and you find yourself in those dark places, sometimes you can have that feeling of loneliness, and no one really understands what you feel. That's the most important time for you to learn the skills that you need to be able to be together with yourself like a best friend, so that when you find yourself in those places of hopelessness, of feeling that your life is over, you don't see any way out, to understand where those thoughts come from, how to deal with those thoughts, how to deal with those feelings, to be able to hold your own hands. And that is the most important time that you need yourself to be able to go on the journey with you. We will be discussing basic concepts, but the concept might be basic. We need to learn how to apply them in our life, because just by knowing the concept won't help us. For example, deep breathing. You know that it helps you calm down, it helps you relax. But by knowing about it doesn't really help you. You have to actually practice it. We're going to be learning the concepts of self-care, not just the basic idea of self-care, the three steps of self-care, why it's so important to be able to have that application of self-care, so you can be aware of your self-worth, the way you look at yourself. Especially when you're going through these challenges, what happens is we start doubting ourselves. We start thinking that it's all our fault, being hard on ourselves, even though outside it could be you're pretending as if you're strong and it has nothing to do with you. But when you find yourself in those dark, quiet places, you don't always realize that it's your thoughts, the way you think about yourself. And then to get to the next step of acceptance, which is the last step of the dabda process, of the grief process, which it takes time. Give yourself the time. Don't be so hard on yourself. A lot of people want to get to that step now. I understand I'm in this situation, but why can't I accept it? Why can't you accept it? Come and learn why, and understand that it makes a whole lot of sense why you can't accept it, and you shouldn't accept it right away. Because by accepting it right away, that's the D of denial. Not being aware of your own emotions, just telling yourself, I'm fine, I'll manage, I'll do this, which is important while you're going through the process, while you're in the crisis mode. You should do that. That's fine. But when things slow down, you need to become aware of your emotions, aware of your thoughts, aware of the way you feel and understand it so that you can accept it. Eventually, accept it. And with this process of self-actualization, learning the steps of being aware of what's going on and how you feel, you can slowly come to a place where you can be in all of this chaos and still be there, be grounded, mindful, and see as an outsider and feel those triggers, feel what you feel while people are saying things, while other people are doing things you don't like, so that you can become in control. Not that your emotion and thoughts control you. You become aware of that, and then you can make those decisions you need so that slowly you can come back to that self, that healthy self, and believe in yourself the way you are now. Nothing needs to change. And so that you can build and come back and start feeling a sense of control in your life. So I welcome you to join me on this journey, and I'll see you inside of the course.
If you're a parent and you're either contemplating divorce or newly separated, and you're wondering, should I stay or should I go? We are here to help you find the answers you're looking for. At Divorce by Rose, we are not pro-marriage and we're not pro-divorce either. We are a select group of coaches, experts, and professionals from various industries who are here to help you replace your emotional decisions with logical and methodical decisions. With our guidance, direction, support, and most of all, our personal and professional wisdom, you will be 10 steps ahead. Whether you decide to stay married or get divorced, we will help you find your answers and your path towards your new beginning. Where else can you get 24/7 access to divorce professionals? When you join us, you will also have the opportunity to chat with like-minded parents from around the world and have access to our bite-sized courses exclusively available on Divorce by Rose. And remember, when you become a member, you can remain completely anonymous. When you register, all you need to do is use a fake first name and last name, and now you can feel comfortable and secure knowing that no one can recognize you, not even your mother-in-law or soon-to-be mother-outlaw, who now won't start a gossip column on something you wrote publicly. You're one click away from not being alone and preventing yourself from ending up broke and broken. Send us a DM once you're inside. Until then, wishing you a day that matters.